Hey guys, welcome back. Hometown Auto Repair. We got a 2006 Buick Rendezvous with the 3.5 liter. The customer says that he was just driving it and it just quit, and he pulled over and tried to crank it, nothing. We don't really know a lot about this. He said something about the previous owners had some electrical issues, so I don't know what we're getting into, but let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna scan it for codes and I'll skip through this video really quick so we can get done. All right, let's confirm the customer's complaint. The crank no start. It is definitely not starting. It's saying there's gas in it, 83 miles. So that's not the problem. It looks like we have a code in the powertrain, the PCM, and the BCM. It's just an emissions code, horn relay. None of these are going to help me. Let's go into the PCM and see if we can manually control this fuel pump. Maybe we can hear it run. That'll at least give us a little bit of information. Engine output, fuel pump. Okay, on. Thought I heard a relay click. Let me do it again. I hear something clicking. I don't know where that's coming from. Let me find out where this relay lives. Just look in the fuse box to find where the relay lives. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. Fuel pump right there. So let's see how this is laid out. That's the fuel pump relay. Let me see if it's clicking. I definitely hear a control. So in literally 3 to 4 minutes time, we figured out the relay can be turned on. We don't know if the relay's good, we just know that the computer has the capability of turning the relay on. So at this point, I want to, let me think just for a minute what I want to do. So I just manually controlled it again, and now I just heard the fuel pump prime, so it's probably going to start up now. And hopefully we can still figure out the fault, but this ain't looking good at this point, because once it starts working, there ain't much you can do to find out what's wrong. All right, let's see if it'll start. It's wanting to start. All right, let's see what's going on here. I think we're going to have to hook up some test equipment. There is a Schrader valve there to test fuel pressure. And I'm going to try to test the amperage to the fuel pump at the same time and see if we can get some more data to see exactly. Obviously it's fuel related, because when I clicked that, I heard fuel rushing into the fuel rail, and it did hit, started to fire up. So I'm confident we're dealing with an electrical / fuel pump issue at this point. So let me get some test equipment hooked up and bring you right back. Something I did notice, this is the fuel pump relay. I thought it was this, but I actually found out it's this one. My fault, but this looks a little like burnt. And that is the fuel pump relay fuse. Now I did look through here, it doesn't look blowed. I'm getting ready to pull it out and hook up an amp loop and try to take an amp reading here to see how many amps our fuel pump's drawing. Let's pull it out. Oh man, that thing has gotten hot. Look at that. I think our fuel pump's pulling excessive current. It's not blowed. I checked it over there on the bench. It's still good. Okay, so I have a picoscope hooked up to the fuel pressure line, and I have an amp clamp hooked up to the power wire going to the fuel pump. So all this really is a voltmeter, but it just gives you a whole lot of detail. So this is my fuel pump pressure. In the blue, it's resting at just under about 50. And this is my amps on the wire going to the fuel pump. So I'm gonna hit start on this while I have you on the screen and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'll stop that. So now we can go back and look at the data. This is when it come on right here. As you can see, it goes right to amps. And the fuel pump seems to be working just fine. We got fuel pressure. I know this thing will start now, but let me analyze this a little bit. So let me zoom in. I mean, them humps don't look very even to me. Something funny's going on. I'm not sure. It almost looks like some of these windings they should be even across, and they're not. They should all kind of look like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you that it's running fine now. I'm gonna run the scope and we'll start it up. This thing's really loud because the exhaust isn't on it. Well guys, I'm not completely convinced that it's the fuel pump at this point, but I'm gonna start looking into this fuse. Anytime you have an intermittent issue and it's running fine, it's just so hard to pin it down. But this fuse that come out, I'll show you this. This is the fuse that was in it, and it looks all burnt. And this is just a normal 15 amp fuse, of course. I'm gonna try to flow current through it just to see if it'll flow current. If I can prove that this fuse won't flow current, then I think we found our problem. So I'm just still troubleshooting here. Well, I got an experiment set up to where basically I got the fuse in line so that it's running current through all these bulbs, and I wanted to see if it can pull current through it. It obviously can. It's not getting hot at all. And that's almost 7 amps. So this car's not in real good shape, so I mean, they just want it to go. And I live in East Kentucky, and it's kind of a lower income area, or middle to low, and they just want their cars to go, stop, and have heat, and they want air conditioning. That's it. They don't care about nothing else. So, okay. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'm going to try to put videos out every week, and appreciate y'all supporting my channel. I really do. I just want to give back. You know, everybody's helped me on YouTube, and I really enjoy making the videos, and I hope y'all enjoy it. So, drop a comment, give it a thumbs up, whatever. Y'all got things to do. I'll catch you on the next one.